Hey guys, it's Nick here, and today we're answering the age-old question, how much should I spend on my ads? It can be scary deciding how much you're going to spend per month on ads, especially when you're going into a blind. Maybe you've never done it before. Maybe you've not gotten the best results previously when you ran ads. Especially if you're working with an agency, they could be asking for 3 grand per month plus another 6, 7 grand for ad spend. Before you know it, you're spending 10 grand a month on ads coming from never spending any money on ads previously. That can be really scary. But what I'm going to guarantee you today is if you follow this method and you apply what we're talking about, you will be able to get more clarity around how much you should be spending. These rules apply for new advertisers, people who are spending $1 million a month, people with established businesses, people with new businesses. You could probably get a bit of value from this no matter who you are. All right, so let's get into it. These are the 3 steps you're going to be doing in order to figure out how much you should be spending per month on your ads. Step 1, we have to start with the end goal in mind. You have to ask yourself, what's your goal here? How many sales do you actually want to make? What is the result of making those sales to your real life? Does making these sales mean you can hire someone new, can go on a holiday, can expand the business, can open a new store? You have to determine, what do these sales represent to you? And what are you willing to do in order to make these happen? So you have to ask yourself, what's your goal here? How many sales do you want to make per month? And what do those sales represent to you? And I highly recommend you write all this down as we're going so it's instantly applicable. You should also determine what your actual capacity is. How many people you can actually bring on in a month? Or will you be overrun with work? And will the quality of your work go down as a result of having so many people come to your business? Because that is a real possibility. So for example, I'm a marketing agency. Let's say my average retainer is 2.5 grand per month. If I bring on 4 clients in a month, I'm at capacity. I can't take any more. So I have to consider that when setting my ad budget for the month or for the day. All right, great. So now we have a goal. What we're going to do is write down the cost of your product or the cost of goods sold. I would personally recommend the retail price of your product because that's going to be representative of how the market will interact with it. All right, great. You've got all that written down. Let's move on to the next step. What you're going to do is go down to the description and download/go to the Google Sheet I've created you. It is the ROI calculator from Calico Media. It's completely free. Let's jump on it and you're going to input your results. And this is what's going to give you the overall guide as to how much you should be spending. All right, so now we're simply going to plug in that data that we got before, everything we wrote down into this sheet, and we're going to talk through it. All right, step 1, your product/service price. Let's pop that in here. Let's say our product/service price is $500. In 6 months, how often would a person purchase? Let's just say 3 times. No, let's say 1.5 times. Okay. So our product lifetime value across 6 months is $750. How many new products bookings do you want sold per month? This is what you have to ask yourself. This is the most important question. Let's say this person who sells a $500 product, the most they can take on is 30 per month. Let's put in 30. All right, great. So now this is where we're going to get our results. So listen up. Your max cost per sale is $175. Okay, that's what our benchmark is. We want to spend of the $500 revenue, $175 to win a sale. Okay, so if you spend $5,250, you will generate $15,000 worth of revenue minus the cost of ads. That's $9,750. Meaning for every dollar you invest, it's a 2. So if your customers love your product and they buy repeatedly and they meet their lifetime value average, it's $22,500 across the lifetime of their purchase, which is 6 months. So all in all, if you invest $5,250, you get back $9,750 over 6 months. That comes to $22,500 worth of additional revenue. Okay, now we're going to talk about why this works. So let's break it down a little bit. We know that we don't want to spend any more than $175 of $500 to win a customer. So then it's simply working backwards. If we want 30 sales, we need to know what we're willing to spend to get 30 sales. In this case, we should be willing to spend $175 because that is 35% of the product price. So in this scenario, we are willing to spend 35% of the product price on getting a sale. This can go up, this can go down, but this is a benchmark. If you put your cost of goods sold in as the price, then you'll get a more accurate return on investment, which might be good for some people. I personally believe you put the price in because that's indicative of how the market will react. So all in all, this is step 2. If I spend $5,250, I will get $15,000 back. Revenue generated minus the cost of ads, $9,750 with a 2.85 times return on investment. All right, time for step 3, and this is by far the easiest step. All you're going to do is put in the required ad spend amount, divide that by 30.5, and that is going to be your daily ad spend. Then what you're going to do is divide that daily ad spend into all the platforms that you plan on using. So create a column for Facebook, for Instagram, or actually create a column for Meta, TikTok, Google. From there, you input those budgets and you test to see what is getting you a CPA that is most aligned with what that guide has said. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. And now you're one step closer to understanding how much you should be spending. It's all about starting with the end goal in mind. If you liked it, leave a like, a comment, and also comment below on exactly what you want me to cover next. That'll be really helpful. Also, if you need any help with ads, you can go over to the description and in the bio of the YouTube channel and book in a one-on-one call. There's only 5 available per week because they are completely free and they're great for people just starting out in ads, maybe running ads, not that sure. But yeah, they're free. Give me a call and I'll see you in the next video.